Hello?
Hello! I hear you're offering a job as a chemist.
Yeah, we're doing that. I'm glad you called. I just need to ask you a few questions before we start. Well, why do you want to be a chemist?
I've always wanted to be a chemist, and when I saw your ad, it was the perfect opportunity.
Alright, do you know anything about chemistry at all?
Not really, but I mean, you get to blow stuff up, right? That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't just blow stuff up though. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. You need to be safe. You have to, like, set up an experiment, take the notes. Not all labs are just fun and games.
Wow, I never thought I actually had to work in chemistry. I still am really excited and want to do it, though. Is there anything else I need to do, like go to college?
Dude, this is a training video. Of course you don't. Just come by the lab tomorrow and we'll get you all set up.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not.
I'm here!
Oh, hello. Are you here for the lab?
Yes.
Okay, well just come this way with me and we'll get started.
Okay.
Professor, he's here.
Ah, sweet. Hey, son, let's get you started on the lab. We need to go over some safety procedures first. Okay.
When heating a substance in a test tube, be sure the open end of the test tube points away from yourself and others. Handle all acids with extra caution. Wear safety goggles and a lab apron or coat at all times when working in the lab. Tie back loose hair and secure loose clothing before working with open flames. Report all spills to your teacher and flush with cold water in a dilute solution of sodium bicarbonate. Always wear safety goggles when handling acids. Give heated glass ample time to cool before handling. Glass retains heat.
Okay, well that's about it. Let's get started. Alrighty.
Hello, and welcome to the lab portion of the video. You will require these following materials to enhance your lab experience: ring stand, Bunsen burner, mortar and pestle, magnet, dropper, candle, test tubes, matches, watch glass, micro spatula, gloves. Lol. You will also need the following chemicals in the experiment: hydrochloric acid, copper sulfate, sulfur powder, iron fillings, salt, magnesium strips. Now that we've collected all the materials we need, we can begin the experiment. We will be doing the physical and chemical change lab. As you can see here, start by lighting a candle and letting the wax drip into a test tube. After collecting a small amount of wax, heat it over a Bunsen burner for around 3 minutes. Record any observations. Now light a candle by propping it up on a watch glass. Allow it to burn away as you continue with your experiment. Next, measure about 5 milliliters of water in a test tube. Add a micro spatula of salt water and swirl the solution. Tear a piece of paper into small pieces and put them on a watch glass. Then set fire to it. Next, put a few strips of magnesium into a test tube. Add 5 drops of hydrochloric acid and observe the reaction. Remember not to be an idiot. Measure exactly 0.5 grams of sulfur onto a watch glass using a micro spatula. Then put the sulfur into an empty test tube. Now use a magnet on the sulfur. Notice how nothing happens. Repeat the previous steps with iron fillings and rub a magnet against the test tube. Notice again how nothing happens because our magnet is a piece of Get a new magnet, and now observe the iron fillings reaction. Then combine both the iron fillings and sulfur in the same test tube and see what happens when a magnet is used on the tube. Don't worry, we were almost done. Now grind the micro spatula of copper sulfate into a powder using a mortar and pestle. Lastly, heat the copper sulfate over a Bunsen burner for 5 minutes and allow to cool. Then rehydrate with water, using the dropper. Now we are done with the lab. Make sure you've been recording observations and making educated guesses about which reactions are a physical change, and which are a chemical change.
That was the best chemistry lab of my life.
Dude, you're not done at all. I mean, you didn't do your write-up, didn't clean up. I mean, you're in my lawn, I don't know why. We need to finish this thing.
Okay.
Wait, I have no clue how to do a lab write-up. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, you just have to do all these things.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, what do you have?
Well, I'm done. Good, good. Let's see.
Now what do I get?
No, just take
Get a gold star.
I need a Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in
Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand.
As much as possible. That's as low as they go.
Oh no.
Tie back loose hair and secure loose clothing.